Hey, sorry about that. We are back. Internet has completely died on me. It's the first time, I don't know, since I've had it. About 4 years now that I've had an internet outage. Anyway, we are back here on lap 90. Lucas Lyons has taken the lead. I have no idea what's happened, so I can't get you back up because I was out and everything went down. So apologies for that, but we are back racing. Man, look who's up here in second place. Tracy Patz is up in second. He had a nightmare first 15 laps, and look at him up here battling for the lead. Lucas Lyons out front though, holding on to this lead. Garrett Kinder in third. This is a nice little three-way battle here on lap 92 and 150. Like we've had a couple more cautions that we didn't see, so I don't know what happened, but I would imagine it was exciting. See everybody up at the top. Kind of Lucas really diving down off the corner versus Tracy, which he's starting to do it a little bit now, but Tracy was kind of exiting the corner on the high side versus diving down on exit. I think both of them worked really well. As you can see, I mean, Lucas has got it figured out now. He was struggling. We saw him falling through the field, and you can see him right up against the wall now. He is getting into a groove. Go on board with Lucas as we watch what it takes to, oh my goodness, he's going to get a little bit loose. That's going to open the door from behind him. Bristol is fun, but it's tricky, I'll tell you. Go down to the corner. These corners are different. 1 and 2 kind of opens up a little bit. You can really get on the throttle very quickly and really put the power down. 3 and 4, you got to be careful. You drive in too deep. It kind of pushes up in the middle. You really have to wait on it just a tad bit. And man, that one little slide's now opened the door for Tracy. Tracy gonna look down to the inside. Can he make the pass on the bottom? That's gonna be the tricky part. Oh, somebody just clobbered the wall. I don't know who that was. I heard a little bit of damage go off there. But here comes now Garrett Kidder going down to the inside. He wants to get up here and retake this lead. Side by side with Tracy. Garrett making it work on the bottom. He's been running the bottom. Gonna sneak right in there. He's been running that bottom, saving the tires, letting those guys burn them up, and now he's gonna eat them alive. I just have a pretty good feeling. Garrett going right down to the, you already see the 48 struggling on that top side. Oh, a little bit of contact, the little tail slapper. Garrett gonna keep chipping away at this bottom line. It takes a long time because of the run that you get off the outside. Garrett doesn't want to give the outside line to Tracy because you have to repass him, but also Garrett can't really be too aggressive trying to make the pass. He's got to be patient, and there it is. That might be the opening he needs. Is that Lucas going to get loose again on the outside? Lucas now going to try to pinch down on the side of the 13. 13, though, can smell blood as the 48 getting a little bit loose, overdriving it just a little bit. Oh, they make contact again. Lucas, oh, he missed the entrance to the corner. That might be what I think Garrett also did. We saw Lucas bounce it up the track. Garrett not able to capitalize. He's going to fall back to second. If you're just rejoining us, sorry about that. We got everything back rolling. Maybe a little bit lesson learned about not auto stopping the stream, but we're back. And Garrett almost gets to the outside. They got a little bit of lap traffic here. Lucas really fighting to hang on to that top spot, but I think Garrett Kinder's got too much time. The 48 is already looking like he is struggling pretty badly. Garrett Kender almost loses it. So both of them getting a little sideways. Garrett's still trying to make that inside work. Just can't make the pass. Had a couple opportunities. Just hasn't been able to capitalize. Going to jump up to the outside line and make sure Tracy can't get to his outside and pin him down on the bottom. Now Garrett is trying to just force the 48 into a mistake. But it looks like Garrett is having the same issue. I thought maybe he had saved his tires a little bit, but it looks like everybody's kind of struggling with this exit grip and having to be careful. Honestly, it looks like a lot of fun. I wish I was out here. Garrett gonna miss the bottom just a little bit. Had to chase it up the track. Lose a little bit of ground from middle off. But a nice three-way battle. And Charles Stevens Jr., Daniel Cunningham joining the battle very soon. They were a little bit faster as these guys battle it out. Oh, Lucas now gonna really have a big slide. Garrett Kender, excuse me. Garrett gonna give him a wide berth, but now Garrett's gonna go around. And he saves it. Back on the track goes Garrett Kender, but he's gonna lose a lot of time. As everybody is really struggling with tires, except for maybe Tracy Passons, who now has got a little bit of rejuvenated. I don't know what I was gonna say, but you know what I mean. Garrett Kender going to fall back about 3 seconds, and him getting that back is going to be tough. Going to let those tires cool down. Really probably hope for a caution. And the way these guys are driving, the way these trucks are driving it, I would imagine a little bit of contact there. Tracy almost clears him off the corner, but he does. He's got him cleared. Tracy Passons up to the lead. And laps are clicking down. Now Tracy has gotten the lead. All he can think about is, oh God, no cautions, please. And Lucas Line is loose as goose off the corner. Talk to me, Goose. Oh, and there he's gonna spit it out. He saw the lead go away and he said, you know what? I need some tires. I'm gonna spin it out. Mark Cofield said 48 taking no prisoners as he spins out and brings out another caution. So not a broadcaster curse. That was a chat curse right there. So Lucas goes around. He'll get what he needs, which is 4 tires and 30 laps. And there's nobody more dangerous than the 48, 4 tires late in the race. Everybody coming down pit road. I don't know the tire situation now. I was not here for a little bit. Don't know how many tires they got left. I would imagine this will be your last pit stop no matter what. So want to get on and off pit road as quickly as you can. Garrett Kender happy to see that caution. That's exactly what he needed. So for Lucas and Garrett, that's perfect. For Tracy, not too much. Lucas spins out. I don't know if he missed. I don't know if he missed the pit road entry or what happened, but he's now coming down pit road. And so he will fall to the back of the pack, which is not that far back, about 7. Tracy will regain the lead here. I mean, if you're Tracy, you've got the best position, regardless of the spin, regardless of the tire situation, and everybody now on equal tires. He's still got the best position, equal as far as tires go. Less than 30 laps to go. You just got to hammer down. Tracy has plenty of speed, been able to recover from a really tough early part of the race. And you got Charles Stevens right behind him, Daniel Cunningham. Been waiting on those guys to kind of step up to the plate. They've been kind of falling back, not really a part of that lead battle, but I know they have the speed here at Bristol to get it done. So we'll see now as we're getting down to the end of this thing, gonna have about 25 laps to go once we take the green flag, what those guys have been kind of keeping in the back of their back pocket. Rusty Rafferty said that Tracy Passes have to come back to the century. Ain't that's so? That's why you stick with it. I know a lot. There's a lot of guys I can think off the top of my head. They'll get into a wreck and then just immediately quit, and that's why you don't do that. That's why you stick with this right here, Tracy, in a position to get a win. And what a great time to get a win. Then in the playoffs, lock yourself into the round. Now I think pretty much everybody that shows up is going to move on to the next round anyway. But those points, those extra points mean a lot. And dadgummit, it just feels good to win. That's why we're here, to do it, be the best. Tracy has shown that he has got what it takes as far as speed goes. We'll see if he can get it done. First thing that happened in the race, he jumped the start, went too early, got a penalty, kind of got all wrapped up, twisted, turned upside down, got in a fight with Billy, and moved to Bel Air. Now he's up front. Pace car going to pull off. Green flag is out. 27 laps to go in this one. Who's going to get it done? Tracy with the lead, but look at the 13. He said, I'm coming for you. Lucas Lyon back there pushing his teammate. Lucas going to go out to the outside. He is not going to wait around. He has been one of the most aggressive drivers here early. He can get it done, and he ain't waiting. Everybody else is just giving him the position. That's crazy. They're just moving over saying, hey, here you go. You can go ahead and take my spot. And he's going to take another one, it looks like. No, Garrett going to slide up in front of him. He's making that outside work. He's been able to do, oh, they almost made contact at 13. Tries to clear himself in front of the 48, but he had that truck rolling on the outside. He was there, and what a great job by both of them to keep it together. But Lucas using the outside, and you got to wonder, them guys seeing him do that, why are they jumping up there and doing it? They're running out of time. Tracy, though, pulls away. He's out to about an 8/10 of a second lead. He's using that outside line. He's not going to give up that advantage. I just don't know when the tires start to let go once you use that outside line. We've seen it kind of go away here, and you can see both of them getting loose off the corner. Still got 20 laps to go, but these things will click off fast. Tracy doing what he has to do to make sure that 48 stays behind him. Last lap, they were very close in lap times, 2/10 faster than those behind him. That time, Lucas Lyon about a 1/10 and a half faster than Tracy Passons. But Lucas still hunting him down. Oh, big wreck! Kinder, Chuck Phelps involved, Charles Stevens. And caution, back out on the raceway. What in the world happened there? Let's take a look. I don't know if it started here or what, but oh yeah, Garrett Kinder gets loose up off the bottom, and when he does, he's trying to save it. Going to turn right back up into Charles Stevens. And Chuck Phelps, just an innocent bystander there. On board with Chuck. Watch as this happens. Right in front of him. Garrett off the bottom, trying to probably slide up in front of Cunningham. And it just, just a bummer there from Chuck. Nowhere to go. Same with Charles Stevens. He had the wreck avoided. Right there, you see Garrett get a little bit loose. He's trying to save it, going to overcorrect it right up in front of Charles Stevens. That might as well be the big one in this field. That was 3 or 4 cars, so that's half the field almost. So yeah, we got a big one here at Bristol. All right, Garrett Kinder comes down, takes 4 tires. Oh my goodness. Well, if you want something exciting, it's about to be. Tracy, Lucas, they have kind of settled in on battling each other, but they have been laying some laps down on those tires. 14 laps doesn't sound like a whole lot, but I said earlier we saw Alan Nash on 24 laps, and he got eaten up quickly. So Garrett is going to have a pretty nice advantage. He's going to start in the 5th position, but you're running out of time. You don't have a whole lot of time to make these moves and get them done. So he's going to have to be aggressive. No, it looks like he didn't take 4 tires, so he I guess they're out of tires as he comes down and just takes the faster pair. So, okay, disregard everything I just said. Well, let's just pretend that's the truth. Well, as far as up front, I don't know. Tracy should be able to get a pretty good restart, get out. Get a pretty nice lead on this restart, but he's going to have to hammer down, just not make mistakes. That outside line, he's been running it. He knows what he needs to do. Lucas has been making a lot of passes on the outside. I think if you're Tracy, if Lucas gets to you, just give him the bottom. Say, here you go, good luck. I just don't think, I don't think you make the mistake of giving Lucas the top. He's been too good up there. So I think if you're Tracy, that's what you'd be thinking about right now. Just getting away, trying to lay down some pretty quick laps, and then just sit up there, park it in the top side of the track, and defend, and try to make sure you keep that truck straight. You don't want to get the thing loose and lose a bunch of time. So I think Tracy's in the best spot. I think it's his to lose at the moment. Got Alan Smith up there. Second line on the outside. Maybe he makes something happen here. He was a lap down at one point, and here he is up here in the 4th spot. I think it's about to get wild. Less than 15 laps to go. Green flag is out. Tracy gets a good jump. Lucas going to be able to take over that 2nd spot here early. Look at already got a big run. Looking down to the inside. We'll see if Tracy can hold it. The 48 drives it deep into the corner. Overdrives it a little bit. Oh, almost gets up into the quarter panel. But Tracy, that's what you got to do if you're Tracy. You got to just let him have it, not make any mistakes, make him pass you on the bottom. Alan Smith already falling back to the 6th position. Lucas definitely looks faster. I just don't know about that bottom line. I think if I'm Lucas, I'm parking right on that 53 Haviland's bumper, and I'm going to sit there and force him into a mistake. I don't want to bump him, don't want to move him out of the way. I just want to try to force him into making a mistake. And oh, there it is. There's the mistake. Oh, Lucas line hard into the outside wall. Caution comes back out. Oh, he's gone. He's died. Oh, gosh. The AMR safety crew on their way as Lucas flies, does some flippies up in there. Let's go on board with him. As just trying to make it work and overcorrect into the wall. And then some contact here. Watch this go for a ride. Get your puke buckets out. Good grief. And Lucas will have to reset if he is not able to get that thing back going. So tough deal there for Lucas. But I mean, it definitely looked like since the drop of the green flag, it was checked with the record for that 48. And he held to it. I mean, Tracy was doing exactly what he needed to do, and Lucas is going to have to be aggressive to find a way around him. That bottom side just real tough, and unfortunate for Lucas. He's going to be out of this one. So that's going to tighten everything up. And then Daniel Cunningham there. That's somebody I said to watch out. He'll sneak up there. I think Charles had the opportunity, got caught up in that wreck, and now he's a little bit too far back. But you never know what can happen, and we've already seen some wild stuff here. If you're running, that truck is still in halfway good shape. You probably got a good chance of winning. Couple laps to think about it. We're going to have about a 5-lap shootout. Tracy did everything right there. I think Lucas is probably the most aggressive early on in a run. I don't you know, as far as Daniel Cunningham, he's just not a restart type. He's very conservative. He's a very, very smart racer. He can definitely win some races, but in these type of scenarios, I think Daniel himself would say that he is at a disadvantage. So I'd be interested to see if he can maybe find something here on this restart. Garrett Kinder likely going to be behind the leader, as Tracy will choose the top, most likely. That will put, actually, that'll put Garrett Kinder behind Cunningham, so that's good. And then Charles Steven on the outside, so, you know, I don't know. Alan Smith did not get a great restart on that outside fourth position, second in line on the outside, but I think Charles Stevens, who, if Tracy does pick the outside, which we'll find out right here, whatever lane Tracy's in, whoever's behind him is going to be in the best spot. So we'll see what he decides to do here. 1 to green. So far, it looks like Tracy going to elect to take the inside line. So that is good for Garrett Kinder. Those two teammates, they're not surprising to see that. All teammates lined up on the inside row. Murphy Garrett, you're kind of hoping for either a countdown or just lean on that bumper, get a great start, try to get up there and get beside that 08. But here we go, 5-lap shootout here at Bristol. It's been a wild one. Tracy gets a good jump. Garrett not quite able to stick with him as they go down to turn 1. Tracy is gone. And see what the 08 has left in the tank. Maybe he can channel his teammate Lucas Lyon to make that outside work. Be aggressive here on this start. Tracy, though, laying down a heater this time. Cunningham there on the outside line, just not quite making up the time here at the moment. Garrett Kinder eking down to the inside. I still think that outside line is going to be too strong. I don't think he can make the pass. Garrett has to check up. Here comes Charles Stevens down on the inside. Outside line, though, too strong. They continue to battle side by side as Tracy starts to pull away. Oh, they're going to make a little contact, a little crossover from Garrett Kinder. Going to go back down to the inside. We'll see if he tries the slider. Yeah, I like this. This is a good battle. They're changing positions back and forth. Cunningham getting a little bit closer. Does he have enough? White flag is out here for Tracy Passons. One more time around this track. Can he get it done? Through 3 and 4, uncontested. Yes, he can. Checker flag for Tracy Passons. Tracy Passons been without internet, not able to race, not able to do what he's been out for a little bit. Got his internet back and maybe a little bit refreshed because he came out here smoking tonight, had a really terrible first stage, able to rebound, and man, way to dominate there at the end and get that win. So Tracy Passons not even going to burn it down, not going to celebrate, going to pull off and just exit out. Call it a night. Let's take a look at your results. See where everybody finished. Cunningham was able to get second place. Garrett Kinder, great battle there with Charles Stevens, comes home in third. And Charles in fourth. Chuck Phelps got a top 5 here tonight. Bubba Wallace in 6th. 7th, Alan Smith. Lucas Lyons in 8th. And Alan Nash round out your field in 9th. 7 cautions here tonight. Did not expect that at all, but this loose setup, the way things were going, it definitely got that way quickly. Well, all right, well, let's talk to the winner. Talk to old Tracy, see what he thought about the race. Tracy, this is Eddie in the booth. Got a copy.
What's going on, Eddie?
Man, winner, chicken dinner. Tracy Passons, congratulations, man.
Thank you, Eddie.
Let's hold off on the congratulations. Let's go back to the first part of the race. You started on pole, and tell me what happened there on that initial start.
Eddie, it's been so damn long since I started on the pole. I was looking at the restart line and shit. When I got in the restart line, I hammered down. I said, "Oh my goodness, I remember now."
So you had to
So
come
they
back
sent
down.
me.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had to come back down pit road, and then you came back out and had to come back down. What happened there?
Well, when I lost the lap, I had when I got in the wreck. I don't remember what lap it was, but Allen spun out and come down. I couldn't dodge him, so I had a meatball, and I didn't think I was going to make it. So I went ahead and pitted with everybody where I knew I'd get back on the racetrack and figure I'd get my lap back later.
Yeah. Well, no, I meant on the initial when you came down pit road the first time when you jumped to start, you came right back down pit road. I didn't know if there's something happened there.
Well, I didn't think I'd come back down but one time. Did I come down twice, Eddie?
I don't know. Maybe. Look, I've had one too many heat strokes, Tracy. But look, you stayed in it. You had to do what. I mean, you didn't quit. You didn't give up. It'd been easy to just to exit out and call it a night. You stuck with it. Got that fast repair after that contact with Allen, and then you just fought back, able to get back up to the front. We missed a little bit of part of that race due to some internet issues on the broadcaster side, but you were able to get back up into the top three and battling there, able to get the lead and held on for a win, man. Talk a little bit about that second part of the race after you kind of got through that nightmare of a first stage.
Yeah, after I got through with the first part of the stage, the old truck, you could burn the tires off real good, and the high side was real good for me, and I never did use the brakes none tonight. I just kind of picked a spot where my truck handled good and let off the gas and just let it sit and try to wait on it before I got back on it where it wouldn't burn the right rear tires off, and I guess I just done that a little bit better tonight than everybody else did maybe.
That's right. Well, hey, all gas, no brakes is what it sounds like. Uh, Man, congratulations on a great win. Man, it's awesome to get a win here in Apex, and I mean, you're no stranger to victory lane, but man, it feels good. It's got to feel good to get a win. I mean, you're pretty much gonna move on to the next round just by showing up in this round, but now you're
Yeah,
locked in. You
well,
don't really have to worry about it.
that's good, Eddie. And my internet messed up on me, so I couldn't race last weekend. And glad they got it fixed for me. And I enjoyed you broadcasting, everybody coming out here and competing with us, and just having a good time. It's all about having a good time. To me, I like winning, but it's the good time also.
Yeah, yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a lie. These guys love to win. That's he's just trying to be humble, but he is here to win. That's what he is here to do, and that's what he did here tonight. So congratulations, Tracy. Who you got to thank for getting you in victory
Well,
lane?
well, I'd like to thank you for broadcasting and everybody on my team and everybody that shows up every Thursday night to put on this show. And I'd like to dedicate this win to my mama. We lost back in April. She didn't really care much about racing, but she watched me all the time, and I just like to dedicate it to her.
Well, there you go. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Well, congratulations, Tracy.
All right, Eddie, we'll see you, buddy.
And how about that? Dedicating it to his mother. I tell you what, they say she was some kind of woman. She was best of the best, and it seemed like all mothers, grandmothers are all like that. But from what I hear about his mother, she was something else. Well, let's talk to second place Daniel Cunningham and talked about how he was kind of just hanging out for a while. And Daniel, there at the end, you had the opportunity to get that win, starting up at the front on that final restart. Just couldn't get it done. But, man, talk about your race. You're kind of just hanging around up in the top five all race long. And I said, I think that 08 is going to be up there at some point.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, Eddie. I think next week I'm going to have to come out in a truck sponsored by Haynes or Fruit of the Loom or something because I think I need an underwear sponsor after a couple of them cautions there at the end of the night. It was a fun race overall, though. I mean, the truck was a handful. I think this is the first time I've run it here since they did the big update to it with all the aero stuff. And I don't ever remember the truck being that free for that long here. Like normally you can get up and run the top and it'll kind of burn the right front off of it. But it seemed like the more you ran the top, the more it leaned on the right rear. And it was definitely loose and it was a handful tonight. But yeah, as far as like the end of the race, I just never really all night seemed to have the fire off speed, which seems like I'm a broken record with that. That seems like everywhere I go. long run, I could kind of maintain pace with Kinder and Tracy and, the guys that were running up front for the majority of the night. But yeah, it was really just that short run. I kind of knew with the caution with 5 to go that I was going to have to hope Tracy made a mistake, and he didn't. He had a heck of a night, and he definitely pulled that one and earned that one.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the second place finish, man. Who you got to thank?
Yeah, appreciate you doing the broadcast and all the admins. Appreciate all my teammates over at Bandits Motorsports, Ghost Energy Drink, SM Race Products, and Apex Sim Racing.
All right. Well, there you have it. Second place, Daniel Cunningham. Got her done here tonight. A little late race action. We're going to get third place, Garrett Kinder, in the chat. Garrett, boy, I tell you what, that was a wild one. I saw you spin out right as my internet went down and the broadcast died.
Which time?
Oh, okay. There was multiple times.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I tell you, it was. It looked like it was sketchy out there. Everybody really struggling for grip off the corners. And as the sun went down, it seemed like it only got worse. What were you struggling with the most out there?
Just rear grip on exit. During practice and stuff, it was nice and hot, and if you carried too much speed through the middle, you'd dump it out through the middle. But especially later in the run, probably I think both times I spun out, I just got under Lucas and was trying to pass for the lead, and just didn't work out either time. Just rear grip, a little bit of aero probably thrown in there too, especially with us basically door to door. But man, it was fun. Yeah. Hard racing, a lot of pucker moments. Daniel and I, we came too close too many times, and it was fun.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like you were having fun there at the end with Charles Stevens. Y'all were going back and forth. Just one of you get the run off top, jump down to the inside slider, the other crossovers. I mean, it was a blast to watch. So pretty cool to get that third place finish, able to sneak in there and get an interview. Just seems like your kind of track here just came up a little bit short with the win. But congratulations on third place either way. And, man, as always, floor is yours. Who you got to thank?
First and foremost, got to thank my wife for letting me do this racing stuff on Thursday nights. It's always a good time. Thank you up in the booth. Love going back and watching these, trying to get a little bit more of an audience to come in and check them out. Hopefully we can get some more drivers in here and put on a good show for them. Thank everybody at Kinder Farm and Ranch, Ratchet Speed Shop. Been with us since day one. You know all about it. See, I don't have my list in front of me, and it's been a while since I talked to you, so I might forget some stuff. Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers. If you want to keep your stuff hot and keep your stuff cold for cheaper and longer than anybody else, make sure you check out Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers at bigfrig.com. Ray Page and Andy over at Wolfpack Racing. Just some good guys in the industry to know. Teammates. Boss Man was gone tonight, but big shout out to Boss Man. He runs the team well, runs this whole league well. Shout out to Jimmy over at Apex for keeping the lights on over here, along with all the sponsors that make this thing tick off. Kinder Farm Ranch, I think, got some showtime tonight with a few wrecks, a few spins, self-spinners, and just some calamity that happened. 9 trucks, Bristol, you'd think it'd be pretty clean. And I thought we did a pretty good job with a truck that was just a handful. I had a good time out there. Big shout out to Charles Stevens there at the end. I had more fun in the last 2 laps of the race. I think I had the rest of the time. We were just throwing haymakers at each other and hoping the truck that was on the bottom side would stick. So big shout out to him, and big shout out to Tracy getting that W here at Bristol.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations on third place, Garrett. That was fun to watch.
Thank you, Eddie.
Well, there you have it. Third place here tonight. And that'll do it for us in this race. Boy, that was a good one. Hope y'all enjoyed that, and we'll be back next week. Take on Kansas Speedway. That'll be fun. Boy, I tell you what, that'll be a lot of fun to watch and see how that goes. You thought they were racing crazy here. You ought to see Kansas. Kansas, they'll have a little bit more grip. They'll be able to make some wilder moves. They won't get punished so much. It'll be a good one. So come on out for that. I want to thank Bowman Motorsports for the post-race interviews. I want to thank Low Cash Motorsports for the starting grid, and Chuck Phelps for that peg leg pole award that went to Racing Passengers, also the winner. And also the title sponsor, Apex Sim Racing Custom Gear, apexsimracing.com. Go check them out if you need any kind of button boxes, anything for your sim rig. They do a lot of good work. Anyway, we'll get out of here. We'll see y'all next week in Kansas. See you later.